are you guys doing out here already? What in the world? I honestly didn't expect anybody already, but welcome in. See you guys. How is everybody this morning? Glad to see you could get up early on a Saturday morning with me, get this day started. That's not going anywhere. If I don't say it, it'll go somewhere. Oh, so what are we doing today? Typical Saturday. Got a handful to do, I think 8, 9. Pretty easy day, but definitely chillier this morning. You can definitely tell that fall has arrived, or is starting to arrive here. I think the truck said it was only 66 degrees, and you can feel the chill in the air. Nose is running this morning. I don't know if it's allergies or weather change or getting sick again. I don't know. But yeah, you can definitely tell that fall's finally here. So that means the season's going to be coming to an end soon. We probably got another, I'd say 6 to 8 weeks of mowing, and then once that's done, it's time to start getting leaves cleaned up, and then we'll go into winter. And well, if you're an old friend, like I said, you know what we do in the winter. It's when the chainsaws will come out. We'll start cutting firewood. If you're new, I don't do any snow work. There's not really, I haven't seen a good need for it just yet. Need and reason. Because we don't have the winters like we used to 10, 15 years ago. Say what you want, what's causing it, I don't know, but it's hard to justify spending all that money to only go out 2 or 3 times in 3 to 4 months. But, gonna get the stuff off, get this one taken care of, and we're gonna move on with the day. Alright guys, we are 3 down, 4 more to go, and I finally, I thought of a topic for the video, and that is going to be how to maximize every possible second, minute, hour of your day. Hear a lot of people say, you know, there's not enough hours in the day. I don't have enough time for this. I can't get something done because I just ran out of time. Well, let's think about it for a minute. How much time are you actually spending on a project or spending to try to be successful? So when we think about it, let's say you're working a 40-hour week. So you got 40 hours, 8 hours a day. Most businesses you work at least give you a half hour, or like the one that I work with, an hour for lunch. So we're gonna strip out, you know, 5 hours here or 2.5 hours, depending of course. That leaves us 37.5 or 35 hours of productive time at our job. Now let's break that down. How much of that time are you actually spending working? 34, 33? I doubt anybody's out there actually nose to the grindstone, putting in the work for those 35 hours. Because you're playing on your phone, you're chatting it up with somebody else at work, in the kitchen, or at the water cooler, or outside, wherever. So you're losing time there that you could be productive. If you're self-employed, how much time are you dedicating to the business? How much time are you spending trying to progress and build that thing up? One thing I've found, and the reason it just came to me, reason I want to talk about it is this morning I woke up at 5:30, wide awake. My alarm wasn't set to go off until about 6:45, but I woke up at 5:30. I don't know. I'm assuming it's just because normally Monday through Friday, that's when my alarm's set. My body's just adjusted to it this week. That's when it's time for me to get up. So instead of just laying there, got up, went through the normal morning routine, 20 minutes, half hour. I'll let you figure out what that was. Got downstairs, we'll say it's 6 o'clock. Flip the news on, catch the weather for the day. And I knew I wasn't going to come out and start doing this until 8 o'clock. I wasn't going to leave until 8. So that gave me 2 hours of basic free time. Now, I could have spent that time just sitting there, watching the news, flipping through the channels. It is a Saturday in the fall, so college football's on. There's all kinds of shows on early in the morning talking about football. I could have fallen into that trap and just sat there and watched that. I could have fired up the Xbox and started playing Call of Duty. If you saw the video a couple days ago, you know what I'm talking about. But I didn't. I took that time to work on some quotes that I've been putting off for a while. And I've had these people ask me, you know, hey, we want this done in the fall, we want this, we want that. Can you get us a quote? And honestly, I've just been putting it off, like I said, for a little bit. And this morning was the right time to do it. So I took that 2 hours to basically sit there, draw up 3 different estimates for 2 different customers and get that taken care of. Now, that 2 hours that I spent doing that could have been spread out, you know, the end of the day after I get home. But a lot of times I don't get home until 8:30 when it's starting to get dark because I can't see to do any more work. And by that time I'm dog tired. Don't forget, do have a family with 3 kids, you know, so 3 small children, one of them being a newborn. He's 4 months, so that takes a lot of time. Do have a wife that I have to give attention to, so that time is normally spent with the family. Now, getting up early is one thing that you'll hear from everybody who tells you how to be successful. Anybody who's successful, if you read any stories about them, anybody who's famous, they get up early, they do their workout then, they meditate, they read books, they do whatever it is that famous people do. Hopefully one day, not so much the famous part, but, you know, the rich part, see how that other side lives. But a lot of what you hear is get up early, get up an hour early, a half hour early. Think about how much more time it adds to your day. And I thought about that this morning. If you get up an hour early every day, we'll just say Monday through Friday, that's 5 extra hours to your day that you get. Spend that on, you know, personal development. You can go for a walk, go for a jog, maybe clean up from the night before. It gives you that extra hour before your day starts. So 5 hours a week. Plan that out over the month. There's 4 months in there's 4 weeks in a month. There's 20 extra hours. That's almost a full day. what could you do with 20 extra hours in a month? You could follow up on that project that you're trying to get done. You could continue your marketing program, think of new ways to market. You can get estimates done like I did. Or maybe that getting up early, we'll say, adds an extra hour to your evening. Well, that's an extra hour you can spend with your family. And believe me, they're going to appreciate that. Especially if you're running like I am, sun up to sundown, 6 to 7 days a week. It's an awful lot of time you're spending away from those people that you care about and that they want to see you. But that's, like I said, an extra 20 hours a month, almost a full day that you can do more with. Like I said, the big one that I always hear is personal development. What are you doing to better yourself? Sorry, driving past a police officer, recording a video. Hopefully he didn't see that, and it doesn't look like he did. I come right out and tell you that I don't condone that. I don't recommend you drive around recording yourself. It's bad, but this is when I have the time to do it. Remember that extra hour I'm talking about? Well, right now I'm trying to do more with the time that I have. Which leads into another excellent point. Think about the spare time when you're doing nothing. You're driving. You could be listening to an audiobook to help yourself. Do I recommend recording yourself driving, trying to make a YouTube video? No, but maybe at least not holding the camera. If you've got, I don't know, a mount, I need to get one. If you have a mount, then great. Use that time to record your videos. Don't do it the way I'm doing it. It's bad. That's bad, okay? But, trying to get back on track here. The extra hour that you can gain during your day can be spent on all kinds of stuff. Like I said, personal development. Read a book. Read a self-help book. If you're a business owner, which is what I'm trying to impress this on a little bit more, find a sales book. Find a marketing book. Find an accounting book, a tax book, something. Anything you can get your hands on to read to help you gain a little bit more knowledge about what it is that you want to do. Maybe you don't have kids and you are single. That extra hour that you have, you could go to the gym in the morning. Maybe go to the gym in the evening. There's nothing wrong going 2 times a day. Do your cardio in the morning, do your weight training in the evening, or vice versa. Weight train in the morning. Now, is that the best thing to do? Probably not, because you're not feeding your muscle, you know, the nutrients and proteins that it needs to build, but you see what I'm saying. You get that extra time. Now, one thing that I've noticed in the last week and a half since I started recording more videos, when do I have time to edit these? I shoot them through the day. Honestly, what I'm doing right now is I get home, I spend the time with the family. About 10 o'clock, I start shutting my day down. Go up, I take my shower, get ready for bed. As soon as I get into bed, I jump on YouTube. I jump on I guess it would be the video editing. And I start editing the video of the day. I then jump on the photo editor and try to come up with a good thumbnail that everybody will like and will draw the eyeballs to make you guys click on it and watch the video. That usually takes me, depending on how long the video is and what all's going on in it, what I'm trying to show, usually takes me about a half hour, 35 minutes. So by that point, I've got the video up and ready. Jump into the YouTube machine, I schedule it for the next day, or sometimes you mess up and you accidentally post it then at 11 o'clock at night. once I'm done with that, that's when it's time to try to go to sleep. Normally, I can fall asleep around 11:15. Now, sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes I fall asleep sooner. Sometimes it's not until midnight. So let's think about that. If I'm up at 5:30 on most days and I don't go to sleep until 11:30, well, that only leaves me 6 hours of sleeping. What are you gonna say? I need at least 8 hours to sleep. My body needs 8 hours. That's what they recommend. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. I had a professor in college once tell me that you only need 4 hours of sleep to function. And he was going to do everything he could to make sure that we only got 4 hours. And by golly, he did. He made it a point that we had enough work to keep ourselves up at night. But I've found that 6 hours is sufficient sleep for me. Yes, you can run on 4 hours of sleep, but what I'm going to tell you is don't do that all the time, because you will get burnout. You will start to fade and your body will start to tell you that you need to sleep. So 6 hours of sleep a night is what I'm getting. And once I get done with this yard, I'll run you through my day and let you know what all I have going on and how I'm trying to maximize every possible second of it to get the most out of life. And I'm back. Thanks to the magic of video, it's actually 2 hours later in the day now. Got 2 more done. Actually filmed another video that you guys will be seeing in the next couple of days. Think you'll enjoy it. But where we left off, how's my day? What's my day look like? So, like I said, Monday through Friday, I'm waking up at about 5:30, give or take a few minutes, just depending. Wake up, morning routine, about 6 o'clock, I'm downstairs, starting to get myself together to leave out the door at 6:30. About a 45-minute drive into work every day. With that time, I'll listen to morning news, headlines, how's traffic, what's weather looking like. Then I'll jump into a podcast. Again, I'm using that time to fill myself with either business knowledge, current events knowledge, depending on who you listen to, what you believe, or lawn care podcast. Listen to a lot of mowing this, landscaping that, installing brick paver here, stuff like that. Get to work. Work starts at 7:30, runs until 4:30. Now, not to go into too much of what I do there, company I work for, I oversee 185 different rental pieces between 3 to 4 different states. We've got locations in 3, but we do work all over the country. Like I said in a prior video, we assist with hurricane relief, so we might have stuff down in Florida, Alabama, Louisiana. We've got stuff in Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, you name it. If it's around the Ohio region, we've probably got a generator or a piece of construction equipment in it. I oversee the maintenance on all of those. I have 6, 7, 8 technicians, plus a delivery driver. I'm responsible for all their schedules, so that can get kind of crazy sometimes, but that's what I do, 7:30 to 4:30. During that time, I am also thinking about this business. I am uploading videos here on YouTube. I'm uploading Facebook posts, Instagram, TikToks. If you're not following our TikTok, you should be. I will warn you, it's very different than this. It's you never know what you're going to get on the old TikTok machine, and that's across that platform. One minute you might see somebody doing a silly dance, and the next it's hard to tell what you'll see. But I'll link that below in the description. If you are interested and would be so kind, go ahead and give us a follow. But 4:30 comes around, clock out of there, I clock into doing this, landscaping, lawn care. It is about a 20-minute race back to town where all the properties are, and from there I'm normally on my first site 4:50, 5 o'clock, and depending on the night I will run that until 7, 7:30, 8. Sometimes through the summer months it will even be 9 o'clock before I get finished, and of course that's all by design. Now you don't have to do that, but if you're actively trying to grow a side hustle into a full-time business, that's what you got to do. So we'll say that's a normal day, mowing till 9 o'clock, get back home about 9:30. That's when the family time happens. Now through the summer, like I said, when the days are longer, I have more time with the kids there. If it is like now, fall, spring, that's where it gets kind of hairy because it's getting dark at 8 o'clock now, 7:30, and I can't stay out as long, which is fine. You adjust to that and, you know, make it work. But that's also the time that I get to spend more time with the kids and the wife. Then, like I said, from there, you throw down dinner real quick, 10 o'clock, go upstairs, get a shower, start shutting down for the day, edit the YouTube videos, go to bed, wake up at 5:30, do it all over again. Now what about the weekends? Saturdays and Sundays I do, obviously as you've seen, I do this. Normally, Saturdays I'm up at 6:30 and out the door by 8. Like I said, today it's 5:30. Don't know, just woke up feeling charged, ready to go. I'll run 8 to, if it's a busy day, sometimes 6 o'clock. Today, I'm gonna be finished really early. The grass really isn't growing very much. It's weird within the last week, it's just kind of slowed down, but like I said, cooler temps, fall's here, so you'll have that. Finish up early today. Tomorrow we have Wyatt's birthday. He will be 9. I don't want to talk about it. But probably have some planning and getting readies for that once I get home. But I've also still got mower decks need scraped. The laser deck right now is deplorable to say the least. I am not proud of it at all. I will maybe make a video for you guys to show you how bad it is, but I'm almost embarrassed of it. But I've got to get that done. I've got some other small bits and pieces of things that I need to get tied up. The truck could be cleaned out. Looks like a homeless man lives in here. But I guess what I'm saying is there's always something to do, and if you can manage your time wisely, you will be able to get more accomplished in the day than the average person does. Waking up early gives you that head start because most people don't wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and even less people wake up at 4:30. If you can get yourself out of bed, then you already get a head start on everybody. That gives you more time to get yourself together for the day, get ready to attack the day. Now, maybe you're somebody that doesn't like to get up early. Well, there are no rules and no laws that say that you can't do inside work and build a business after 9:30, 10 o'clock. Like I said, most of the YouTube stuff gets done between 10 and 11, sometimes later. Guys, you can find extra time in the day if you're willing to do it. If you're really serious about it, you can squeeze out an extra half hour here and there. And like I said, over the course of a week, that half hour compounds upon itself. So, if you're struggling to get your things done during the day, step back and look at where your priorities are. Are your priorities on getting that project done, getting that extra customer, building that side hustle? or is it on social media? Facebook, Twitter, well, X now, TikTok. Is it on video games? Sometimes you just have to step back and really look at it. The things that you most need to find are going to be in the places that you least want to look. Hey, look, there's another cop. Let me say that before again. The things you most need to work on and you most need to find are in the places that you least want. They are in those video games. They are in that TV series that you're watching. Hey, the Boy Scouts are selling popcorn now. Huh. Weird. I don't like popcorn. Sorry, I'm not gonna buy any. But Girl Scouts cookies, yep, let's get them going. Tag along sound good right now. But you are going to find those things that you need to work on most, least where you want to look at them. Like I said, are you spending too much time on social media? Are you too wrapped up in the newest, hottest TV series? I guess what I'm trying to say, guys, is if you really want to take it serious and you really want to squeak out that extra time and maximize every possible second of your day, then you need to look at your day-to-day, see where you're wasting time, cut that out, fill it with the stuff that you want to succeed at, and help make your life better. For today, I'm done. I'm gonna go and knock down these last two properties. This person's taking forever to turn this little SUV. I'm gonna knock down these last two, get back home, figure out what we got going on for the rest of the day, and that's it. Hopefully this helps you. Hopefully you found some value here. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. The numbers have been going up. They've actually went up a lot in the last month, and super appreciate that. And as I always say, if you didn't find any value, share it with somebody you don't like. Go ahead and ruin their day. But until next time, guys, I'll see you.